Don't skip this. I know you want to. Your brain is already telling you, I'll watch this later. But later is the lie that's been quietly running your life. Let me ask you something, and don't answer too fast. If your life continued exactly the way it is right now, same habits, same routine, same mindset, where would you be 1 year from today? 5 years from now? 10? Most people never ask that question seriously because deep down, they're afraid of the answer. And here's why. People don't destroy their lives in one dramatic moment. They slowly trade their potential for comfort. They trade discipline for distraction, purpose for pleasure, growth for familiarity, and they call it being realistic. You are not lazy. You are not weak. You are not incapable. You are undirected. And an undirected life feels heavy, even when it's easy. That's why you can sleep 8 hours and still feel tired. Why weekends don't refresh you anymore. Why nothing feels exciting, but nothing feels wrong either. That numbness, that quiet dissatisfaction, that's not burnout. That's your potential trying to get your attention. But instead of listening, most people silence it. They scroll, they binge, they distract, they delay, not because they don't care, but because caring hurts. Because caring means responsibility, and responsibility means change. Let me tell you a truth most people realize too late. Your comfort zone is not comfortable, it's just familiar. And familiarity is addictive. The mind will choose a familiar hell over an unfamiliar heaven every time. That's why people stay in routines they hate, jobs that drain them, lives that feel small. Not because they can't leave, but because leaving requires facing themselves. So let me slow this down. Right now, at this moment, there are two versions of you. The one you show the world, and the one you think about late at night. The one who gets things done, and the one who knows they're capable of so much more. And that gap between those two versions, that gap is what's exhausting you. Because every day you don't act, you quietly lose respect for yourself. And self-respect is the foundation of confidence. This is why motivation doesn't last. Because motivation without identity fades. You don't need more hype. You don't need more quotes. You don't need another video telling you to grind. You need a reason that cuts deeper than comfort. Ask yourself this. Who are you becoming if nothing changes? Because time doesn't pause. It doesn't wait for clarity. It doesn't care about intentions. Every day, your habits are shaping a future you'll eventually live in. And one day you'll wake up inside the life you built, or the life you avoided building. That moment is coming. For everyone. Here's something no one likes to admit. Most people don't fear failure. They fear effort without guaranteed results. They want certainty before commitment. But certainty only comes after you commit. Discipline is not punishment. Every time you do what you said you would do, you become someone you can trust. Confidence isn't loud. It's the calm knowing that you don't need motivation. But right now, let's be honest. I'll start tomorrow. I'll change when things calm down. Your mind remembers, not because the task is hard. This is the cycle. You don't escape it with massive goals. Not intensity, doing the boring work. Doing it unseen rarely feels rewarding in the moment. But the pain of discipline is temporary. Let me paint two futures for you. You keep choosing comfort. You keep waiting to feel ready. But nothing great happens either. Opportunities shrink. Future too, messy. Unmotivated. You keep promises. That future isn't easy. And meaning is what gives life weight. You don't rise to your goals. If your environment makes discipline difficult, so change your environment. Reduce decisions. You don't need willpower. And stop romanticizing motivation. Discipline is a resident, and it will disappear. That's reality. From people who stay stuck, it's tolerance for discomfort. Avoiding discomfort requires sacrifice. So stop asking, how do I feel? Because feelings follow actions, not the other way around. You act, and confidence follows. You start, and clarity follows. One disciplined moment at a time, that's part of it. You will doubt yourself, but behind compared to who? So let them scroll, let them stay comfortable. It's self-respect in action, especially when it's hard. And when you trust yourself, everything changes. It's quiet, because you don't break promises to yourself. How many promises have you broken? I'll be consistent this time. And every time you don't follow through, that's why starting feels heavy. But because you've taught yourself not to believe your own words. But here's the exit. You escape it with small, painful consistency. Consistency, doing it tired. Because the work that builds your future, that's why most people quit. The pain of regret is permanent. Future one, you keep delaying. Nothing terrible happens. Years pass, and one day, you wonder how life got so small. You start now, imperfect. You build standards. You become reliable to yourself. But it's meaningful. Here's something important. You fall to your systems. Discipline will always feel impossible. Remove temptations. Make the right choice easier than the wrong one. You need structure. Motivation is a visitor. Discipline shows up even when motivation disappears. That's not failure. What separates people who change their lives is not talent. Growth requires discomfort, and the sacrifice is always your potential. Start asking, what does this moment require? You don't need to feel confident to act. You don't need clarity to start. The version of you that you admire, one decision at a time. And no one will clap for you at first. You will work in silence. You will feel behind. Most people aren't even trying. Let them mock. You're building something they won't understand until they see the results. And by then, it will be too late for them to copy. This is not about becoming better than others. It's about becoming someone you respect. Because at the end of your life, the regret won't be the things you tried and failed. It will be the things you never tried because you were afraid, distracted, or comfortable. So here's the decision. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now. Pick one promise you will not break. One habit you will do daily. One standard you will live by and protect it at all costs. Because your future is watching what you do next. And the person you become depends on what you choose. When this video ends, stay comfortable or become dangerous. The choice is yours.